Director General, NCDC, titled Deployment of Rapid Response Team to Support Kogi State Preparedness and Response for COVID-19 Pandemic. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, an agency of Federal Ministry of Health, is leading the health sector response to the COVID-19 outbreak in Nigeria. The virus causing the pandemic has a high rate of transmissibility, emphasizing the urgent need for all states in Nigeria to continue to put in place necessary preparedness and response measures. To date, the virus has spread to 34 states plus FCT. Given this, the NCDC, in line with her mandate of protecting the health of Nigerians, has deployed rapid response team to support state response. We are currently working closely with all affected states and providing necessary technical as well as logistic support to complement state response activities. This is already yielding positive results as evidenced by timely detection, reporting, and management of cases. While we are glad your state is yet to have any confirmed case, has put some preparedness measure in place, it is also crucial for NCDC to provide all required support in line with the existing national guidelines and global best practices. It's against this backdrop that the NCDC is deploying a 2-member rapid response team to your state to further strengthen your preparedness and response activities. Tomorrow, Dr. Bella and I will be returning to Abuja after assessing the level of preparedness, so we can go back and give feedback to our Honorable Minister, while the 2 officials of NCDC will stay behind to work with your team to address the identified gaps. We may also, before we go tomorrow, assess the isolation centers and also share the protocol for accreditation with the state team, so that before the accreditation comes, they must have fulfilled all the address all the identified gaps. Okay.
And all for advertising, publicizing, marketing, and glorifying COVID-19. Let the market it. We don't need that product in Nigeria. What we're simply doing is following the laid down protocol, the procedure of NCDC and the World Health Organization. You will recall that even the Chinese doctors who came or who were invited to the country for one technical assistance or the other, just like they came for one technical assistance here now, they were quarantined for 14 days in order that we ascertain their status, because they were coming from epicenter. And remember, these our visitors are coming from epicenter as well, which is Abuja. And from the daily briefing that we received from NCDC and PTF, that a lot of their officials, doctors, workers have been infected. So we can't really be sure of that status, of their status. So we're not going to arrest anybody. Why should we arrest them? They came to assist us, just like the Chinese came to assist us. So since they have come now, we are going to work with them, but after observing their own rules and regulations. That's number one. So it's either they go into the isolation for this period, which is quarantine, just to quarantine. 14 days, they come and continue their job. Because we are, from the record given to me, we are COVID-19 free in Kogi State. So if anybody is coming to help us here, then we must know their status. So it's either in that quarantine, that's number one, and also we have our sample collector here. We have, gotten some sample collectors from the NCDC too. We are going to take their samples, including the DG protocol who just had contact with one of them. So we're going to take his own sample too, and then all of them will go into isolation. Then after 14 days, they are free to come and do their job. So basically that's what it is. Remember that COVID-19, as we are meant to believe, is a war. And as far as Kogi State is concerned, I am the commander-in-chief. I am the general that is leading a troop into war against COVID-19. So I must guide my troops very well. And in guiding the troops, I must ensure that when enemies, which is COVID-19, is approaching, I should be able to defend my troops, either to tell them to take cover in the trenches or go into the bunker and let know what the enemy, which is COVID-19, is up to.
No, for my other staff that are staying behind, do they go on quarantine?
You came from Abuja.
Yes, sir.
We can't allow you to mingle with anybody. Because ever since the advent of this particular, when I came to Kogi State, I remained here. You can confirm. Myself, my officials, our wives and children are in Abuja there. I told them nobody should come here to Lokoja. Myself, I am not going anywhere. I stay back here because it is part of the protocol that don't go to where there is outbreak of a plague. And where the plague broke out, don't leave there to where there is none. In Kogi State, as of today, 7th of May 2020, no recorded case. So now, if anybody comes in, we have to immediately guide you. Because where you are going to stay, we can't guarantee whether you are going to mingle with anybody or not. So we have to keep you safely in a quarantine, and then another members of your team. But if it is not a desirable, then you have option. We have specialists here. What other training are you coming to, do you have that they don't have, that you are coming to strengthen our capacity? We deployed personnel to 239 wards, 2 per ward in the state. What would 2 of you come and strengthen in the state? You see, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the truth be told, I think as a leader, we must be sincere with our followers. We must be sincere. Beijing is how many kilometers away from Wuhan? Why would you in a state, for instance now Benue State, have one case that is even under contest, discovered in Makurdi? I lived in Benue State for over a decade. Because of one case, you turn the whole of Benue to red. Now the whole of the country has gone red. Creating panic, fears in the mind of Nigerians. We're trying our best here in the States to ensure that we reduce the panic. We don't create fears. We don't cause pandemonium amongst our people. In fact, go to one of your sister agencies, federal agencies here in the States. Within this period of pandemic, death rates in Kogi State dropped even drastically because we simply provided that leadership. We did not allow people to panic because I, as the governor of the state, I first ensure that I am well educated about what coronavirus is all about. What is COVID-19? Cough, catarrh, sore throat, shortening of the breath, fever. Is this the first time we're having this kind of symptoms in Nigeria? Haven't we been living with this and we're treating ourselves and moving on? NCDC, World Health Organization, and other professional bodies have gone far to tell us that mortality rate is as low as even less than 1%. Initially, it was taken to 1%, 2%, 4%. We're increasing the mortality rate, verbally, in order to create panic. Why are we doing this to our people? People can no longer go to even hospital because doctors are being reported to be dying. Health workers are becoming scared. Any small ailment ordinarily that you should go to the hospital for treatment, nobody is even willing to go. If you even go, nobody to attend to you, you will die. Not as a result of COVID-19, but the fear. People are developing high BP daily. If I must ask question, how many have we lost? Unfortunately to COVID, reported 103. How many deaths have we recorded since the advent of this COVID owing to other ailments? We're not giving account of all of that. I want to believe it is in the neighborhood of hundreds per day. First to Boko Haram, bandits, kidnappers, cattle rustlers, accidents, hunger, malaria, heart attack, childbirth, Lassa fever of recent, and the rest. Yet we are blinded to all of these. Our attention is geared towards COVID-19. Every day in television, COVID-19. Our people are panicked. They are dying. If I will give you one particular instance, but I'm going to take the family name. An old man over 85 years. Where's doctor? 85 years. 80 years. Was ill and was being managed in a particular hospital here in Kogi State. The ailment degenerated into the problem of what we call renal problem. Renal disease, that is problem of the kidney. He needs dialysis. And the family preferred to go to Lagos so that a particular hospital can take care of him in Lagos. Upon arriving in Lagos, this man's sample was collected for COVID tests. For almost 20 days, his sample result never came back. The man was left like that until he died. Where are we headed? This is just one example. And there are several others like that in this country. Not by taking samples, test. You have over 2,000 across the country. What are you doing with them? You have released over 400 or 500. What did you use in treating them? That cannot be publicized because we call it a war. During war, any solution is needed. You don't keep your people to be consumed by the war. You look for solutions. So those people that are being released, whatever that is being used for them, should by now be applied and should be propagated among hospitals. We have scientists, we have chemical pathologists, we have virologists, we have microbiologists, and several others. Let's put them together and provide a solution to this pandemic. It is real, and let's get on with our normal life. If we continue this way, history will not be kind to us. And I am not ready to be part of that unkind history. I will use this opportunity to tell our health workers, our frontline health workers, that we are going to give them health insurance, like health insurance.